Hi, this is Arup and this is your channel Language and Literature. Today I want to teach you sentence connectors and linkers. Sentence connectors and linkers are the integral part of our writing. They help us maintain logical harmony in our writing. They simply maintain coherence and cohesion in our writing and speech. But what do you know about sentence connectors and linkers? In general, sentence connectors are misunderstood as sentence linkers by the students. Sentence connectors and sentence linkers are not same. There is sharp difference between sentence connectors and sentence linkers. What is the difference? Sentence connectors connect two sentences together. They simply maintain relationship among the sentences. They simply maintain relationship between paragraphs. This is the function of sentence connectors. Sentence connectors connects two sentences together. On the other end, linkers, which are called the conjunctions, simply links the parts of a sentence. So while linkers links the parts of a sentence, sentence connectors connects two sentences together, two paragraphs together. This is the difference between sentence connectors and linkers. But we need both sentence connectors and linkers in order to maintain the coherence and cohesion in our writing. So you need to know many sentence connectors and linkers in order to maintain such coherence and cohesion. I have bought many sentence connectors and sentence linkers that will help you a lot to write better, that will help a lot to speak better. So what I have done is that I have bought lots of sentence connectors and linkers and I have divided them into many categories. I am going to present each category one by one. What I am going to do is that I am going to present these categories one by one. In the first category, we are going to learn how to maintain consistency or order in our writing. Whenever we go to talk about consistency or order in our writing, some connectors automatically come to our mind. They are firstly, secondly, thirdly, finally. For example, today I will do many things. Firstly, I will have to go to market to buy some books. Secondly, I will have to write an email to my friends. Thirdly, I will go to the playground to play cricket. And finally, I will have to finish my homework. So this is how I have maintained the consistency or order in my speech, by using firstly, secondly, thirdly and fourthly, and they are the most popular connectors. Besides these connectors, you can also use next, after that, afterwards, finally, in order to maintain such consistency or order. You can also use the first point, second point, third point, the final point in another context to maintain consistency. When you go to refer one of the 2 points, you can use the former, the latter. For example, postmodernism and the contemporary British literature are the 2 courses offered at master's level. The former is offered in the first semester and the latter is studied in the second semester. This is how you can maintain the consistency and order in your speech and writing. In the second category, I am going to talk about how to add more information in our writing, and in that case I have connectors too. So here I have linkers and connectors to add more information. I have and, also, besides, apart from, moreover, furthermore, and some correlative conjunctions such as both, and, not only but also, either or, neither nor. Let's have examples in order to understand. Karim and Rahim are the students of Oxford University. I am going to buy pen, paper and pencil. So you can see we use and in order to link items in the list, and we put comma before each item except the conjunction and. Though there is no fixed rule whether you should use comma before and or not, but in our context maximum people do not use comma before and. And then also is another what should I say, linkers through which you can link the parts of a sentences. Keep in mind that also should not be used at the beginning of the sentence. You can use also after the subject or at the end of the sentence. For example, he loves her, she also loves him, she loves him also. This is how you can use the linker also. The linker also is used after the subject or at the end of the sentence. Besides means apart from. Besides this building, I have another building. Apart from this building, I have another building. Karim is a good human being. Moreover, he is a rich man too. Karim is a good man. Moreover, he is a rich man. Furthermore, he is a general human being. Both Karim and Rahim are good cricketers. Not only Karim but also Rahim were very good cricketers. Either Ruhan or Rohit is a student of Oxford University. Neither Ruhan or Rohit is the student of Oxford University. So you can understand how you can add more information through the uses of these linkers and connectors. Again, what is the difference between linkers and connectors? Linkers are used within the sentence in order to link the parts of the sentences, and connectors are used in order to join two sentences together, two paragraphs together. So let's go to the third category, which deals with how to give examples. And whenever you go to give examples, some connectors automatically come to your minds, and these are, for example, for instance, that is such as, namely, he is a great human being. For example, he donates warm clothes among the poor people every year. Bangladesh has produced many great cricketers, such as, namely, Shakib Al Hasan, Mushfiqur Rahim, Tamim Iqbal, Mustafizur Rahman, Mahmudullah Riyad, etc. So this is how you can give examples. How can you give examples? You can give examples by the uses of these connectors and linkers. They are, for example, for instance, such as, namely, that is. I want to go to the next category, is category number 4, and through this category I am going to tell you how to talk about similarities of comparison. Comparison of similarities include then, so as so, likewise, by far. Let's have examples which will make you understand better. Karim is more intelligent than Rahim. Here you are comparing the intelligent level of two people through the uses of the linker then. There is no other batsman in this world is as good as Sachin Tendulkar. No other batsman in this world is so effective as AB de Villiers. Any device is not allowed here. Likewise, you are highly prohibited to take your mobile phone inside the classroom. India has produced many great cricketers. Sachin Tendulkar is by far the great. Now we can go to talk about the next category, which is about how to talk about the dissimilarities. Here we have, however, on the other hand, on the contrary, whereas although, in spite of, despite. So these are the connectors and linkers you can use in order to talk about dissimilarities. Let's have examples. Karim is a good boy, but he is a chain smoker. On the other hand, he is a chain boy. She is a talented girl. However, she is very poor. Though he is poor, he is honest. In spite of his poverty, he is honest. So you can see that you can talk about these similarities through these uses of connectors and linkers, and you can talk about the reasons through the uses of because, as, for, due to, and these are the linkers through which you can talk about the reasons. I could not go to college because I was sick. As I was sick, I could not go to college. Due to my sickness, I could not go to college. Since I was sick, I could not go to college. So you can see that through these uses of linkers, you can talk about reasons. If you want to express what you have done or said, you can follow the following connectors. As a result, so, therefore, as a consequence. So these are the connectors you can use in order to express the effect or impact of what you have said or done. People are cutting down trees indiscriminately. As a result, so, or therefore, or as a consequence, the global temperature is increasing. You can also talk about manner. How can you talk about manner? You can talk about manner by the uses of some linkers here. For example, as if, as though, how, however. He speaks as if he knew everything. He speaks as though he knew everything. As if and as though carry the same meaning and they follow the same structure. I know how he speaks. You cannot speak however you want. This is how you can talk about manner, and you can talk about this manner through these uses of this linker. So you need to know the linkers and connectors in order to express these various types of expressions. What is the difference between linkers and connectors? Linkers simply link the parts of the sentences, and connectors connect sentences together. Linkers sits within the sentence and connectors sit in general at the beginning of the sentence. Now we can talk about time and place too through the following linkers and connectors: where, when, now, then, at present, hardly had, scarcely had, no sooner had. And these are the linkers and connectors you can use in order to talk about time and place. Let's have examples. At present, global temperature is increasing. Nowadays, global temperature is increasing. Now, the global temperature is increasing. No sooner had I reached the station than the train left. Hardly had I reached the station when the train left. Scarcely had I reached the station when the train left. So you can talk about time and place through the uses of these connectors and linkers. I know where you was born. Here through the uses of where you are expressing the place. So you need to know these linkers and connectors in order to talk about these expressions. For expressing purpose and result, you can use lest, so as to, so that, so ... that. Work fast lest you should fail to reach the class. He is so poor that he cannot buy a mobile phone. He is working hard so that he can get good marks in the exam. I am taking exercise regularly so as to keep myself fit. And if you want to conclude your writing, if you want to finish your writing, you can follow the following: in brief, in short, to summarize, to conclude, above all. And these are the connectors you can use in order to finish or terminate your writing. You have to watch this video if you want to have better control over connectors. When I asked, or whenever I go to ask students about the connectors, they say that connectors are really very difficult to deal with. But it is not too difficult or it is not too easy. It is really very interesting to deal with connector, and you can have better control over connector if you watch this video again and again. Thank you very much for watching this lecture. Thank you.